Hello, friends at home. Your friends here in the classroom are quieting down. They are opening up their math books to page 541. Yesterday, we talked about halves. And we learned that halves is not just when you break something into two pieces. But halves is when you break something into two pieces that are the exact same size or amount. Okay? So I can't just take this marker, pull off the cap, and say, look, it's two halves. Well, no, because this piece is a lot bigger than this piece. So if it's a half, it has to be the same size pieces. Today, we're going to talk about fourths. Can you all say that word? Fourths. And fourths are when we cut or break something into 4 equal pieces. So it says here, a sandwich is shared by 4 friends. God bless you. So how much of the sandwich does each friend get? So if we cut the sandwich into 4 equal shares, 4 of the same size pieces, then each friend will get 1/4. Can you say that? 1/4. And another way to call it 1/4, we call it a quarter. Now, you're probably thinking, I know a quarter is like money. The reason why the quarter, is called a quarter is because there's 4 of them in a dollar. So 1/4 is 1/4 of a dollar. So 1/4 of a shape is called a quarter. Does that make sense? Excellent. So let's look now down at the practice area. And it says, circle the shapes that show fourths and X the shapes that do not show fourths. So the first one they did for us, but I want to talk about why it doesn't show fourths. So Serafina, do you see for number 1, there's a circle. And they cut it into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So if it's 4 pieces, Serafina, why are they not fourths?
The top and bottom parts are smaller than the middle.
Right, they're not all the same size. And in order for them to be fourths or quarters, they have to be the same size. So go ahead and trace that X. Those are not the same size pieces. Connor, let's take a look at number 2. Are the pieces of that rectangle fourths? Yes, indeedy do. There are 4 pieces, and they are all the same size. So you can circle number 2. Equal shares. You're right. Beckett, looking at number 3, kind of like a pizza. It's cut into 4 pieces. Are all of the pieces equal shares? They are. So you guys can circle number 3. Same size pieces, equal shares. They're all fourths. Lillian, let's take a look at number 4. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Are they fourths? They are. No, they're not. Are they or aren't they? You've got me confused. Think about what you know. If they are fourths, they have to be the same size pieces, right? Is this corner piece the same size as this middle piece? Nope. So if they're not the same size, guess what? They're not equal shares, so they're not fourths. You can cross that one off. Now this one, they're trying to trick you, Blake. Don't let them trick you.
This is the same.
They are the same. I'm going to show you something. Don't do this in your book.
I know.
Don't do this in your book because just don't. But I'm going to do it in mine to show you something. Okay? So I see that there's 4 triangles. If I cut this piece right here, ready? Don't do this in your book because you need the other side. Okay, I'm going to cut this piece. Now watch. I take that piece I just cut and I flip it around this way, you see how it's the same size? So all 4 of these pieces, even though they're different, going different directions, they're all the same. So you can go ahead right now and you can circle. Number 5, there are 4 pieces and they're all the same. They tried to trick Blake, but Blake said, I can't be tricked. I'm too smart. Chase, looking at number 6, I've got a square that's kind of turned on its side. And it's cut into 4 pieces. Are they quarters? Are they fourths?
Yeah.
Yes, because why?
Because they're all the same shape.
They're all the same size and shape. Good job. All right, go ahead now and turn your paper over. My paper has a hole in it now. All right. It says make fourths and then color 1/4. So for this piece, they cut down the middle and then across the middle, and they shaded in one of the pieces. That's 1/4. How do you want to do this one, Connor?
Let's do it since it's that one.
Ooh, he wants to crisscross it. All right, so go from corner to corner, friends. And you can kind of use the dots to keep your line straight. Kind of like when we're walking down the hallway and Mr. Clark has the circles every 6 feet, and we always say stay in line with the dots. Same thing. Keep your line straight by keeping in line with the dots. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. They're all the same size and shape, so they are equal parts, equal shares, quarters. All right, looking at our circle. There's really only one way to break a circle up to make it into quarters, Amelia.
Well, first you need to color 1/4 of the square.
Amelia, you are so smart. She said first you need to color 1/4 of that square. So go ahead and pick whichever fourth you want and shade it in. And again, this is just a quick shade. It doesn't have to be your best coloring because I'm not looking to see how great you are at coloring. I'm looking to see if you understand the math concept. Now, Amelia, I colored in my 1/4. How can I divide my circle into equal shares? Make a cross. Follow the dots to keep your line straight. Just like in the hallway, follow the dots to keep the line straight. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all the same size and shape. They're equal shares. Shade one of them. And you can pick whichever one you want to shade. Okay. Now, a paper is folded into 4 equal shares. Circle the picture that shows how that paper could be folded. Which one of these shows 4 equal shares? Drew? The second one. Yeah, good job. Connor, each part of a square garden is 1/4. What shapes could each of the fourths be? So it's a square garden. What's one of the shapes that each part could be, Connor?
Square.
They could be little squares like this. So on the first line, write square. S, Q, U, A, R, E, S. They could be squares. What else could they be, Mateo?
Or they can,
Triangles. So on the second line, T, R, I, A, N, G, L, E, S. And there's another one they could be, Connor. What could they be?
See that right there? Just use it. Erase the line, then just draw a line across.
What if I did this? Could each
Or
section
you
be
could do
rectangles?
Or you can do that.
All right.
You can do that.
So rectangle, R-E, C-T-A-N-G-L-E. All right. Let's go ahead and skip the write about it right now and go to the top of the next page. They're showing here that sandwich cut in half again. Let's look now at the more practice. We're going to circle the shapes that show fourths and X the ones that do not. So they, what? Oh, because it's in our book, we don't have to. So the first one they've done for us, there are 4 triangles to make that rectangle. And remember, I showed you on the other page when I cut out that triangle and flipped it, they were the same size. So that's why they're all the equal shares or same size parts. Number 2, Beckett. Should I circle it or cross it off? Circle it. They are equal shares. Mateo, number 3. Should I circle it or cross it off? Cross it off. I've got 2 big ones and 2 little ones. They're not equal. Landon, number 4. Circle it or cross it off? Circle it. 4 equal shares. Good job. Johnny, number 5. Circle it or cross it off?
Cross it off.
Yep, they're not equal shares. There's not even 4 of them. Ooh, this one they're trying to trick you, Jacob. There's 4 pieces. Are they all the same size? No. So we got to cross that one off. Oh, number 7, Ava June. There's 4 pieces. Are they equal shares? No. Cross them off. Sure. Number 8, Chase. Circle it or cross it off? Circle it. They're equal shares. That's like that garden we were talking about with the 4 equal sections. And Blake, number 9. Circle it or cross it off? Really? Circle it, right? They're all the same. All right, go ahead and turn the page. You're doing the same thing. Wait, it's the same thing we just did.
How about we do it on our own?
I mean, go ahead. I'm doing the same thing I just did. It is easy, right? So halves is 2 pieces.
I already did it.
Fourths is 4 pieces.
I already did mine.
All right. A farmer plants his field in 4 quarters. There's a different crop in each fourth. Will each crop have the same amount of space to grow? Austin?
Yes.
Yeah, because we know that quarters means equal fourths, right? Awesome. You guys did so great on this. So now, in your books, if you're at home, you need to do this check your progress page front and back, and then upload it for Mrs. Hatkoff and I. And if you're here in the classroom, you need to tear that page out. Make sure you put your name on your paper first thing, and put it in your return to school, because this is homework that is due tomorrow. Bye, friends at home.